What's the Christmas song? Remember them? Dissing all over the place as usual.
Absolutely.
Dissing all his mum and everyone.
Yeah, it's a little bit of cussing in there, which they bleeped out, thankfully.
Carl's in a bad mood already. He's been in about 3 minutes and he's in a bad mood, getting stressed. If you can't hack it, leave. What's the matter with you?
No, I'm just saying. I was meant to enjoy last Saturday off and I didn't.
Why not? Why is that our fault? Because you weren't here?
Just because... I don't know, but...
Are you not in the Christmas spirit?
Why didn't you enjoy last Saturday?
What did you do?
I went all the way back up north again, right? Because it was Suzanne's dad's birthday, right? I was busy last week, didn't have time to get him a present or anything.
Didn't have time to get him.
So I got to Euston Station, bought a card for him, which was a Christmas card, so he wasn't happy because he was saying it's my birthday, and I said, well, I won't be seeing you again. So I've got a joint card, and then we went out...
Did you get him a present?
Well, no, because we went out on Saturday night for something to eat at this pub that he likes. It was a nice steak and onion rings, right? Lovely. So he should have been happy anyway.
Yeah.
But...
What, you paid for it?
No.
But you should have been happy anyway.
Suzanne paid for that because it is her dad, right, not mine. So I said, all right, what can I do? I said to her. So she said, just buy a few drinks or something. Anyway, I didn't get around to getting drinks.
I can't believe it.
Didn't get around to getting the drinks.
Right, so I said, right, I'll pay for the cab. Right.
Oh, what a lovely Christmas gift that is.
Yeah,
so
£2.50.
I paid, no, it was like £3
Manchester
there, £3 back.
So £6 you spent on him?
Well, no, I spent more. See, that's what he said. He said,
get the Bolton and back, can't you, for that?
He said, oh, you've spent on me £6 for my birthday. I said, no, I haven't, because I gave the taxi driver a tip.
I'm a little bit worried about his attitude as well. Because even if, I mean, that is a stingy present, but you don't say...
Well, I mean, let's be honest, that's the worst Christmas gift ever, because, I mean, you're pretty bad, like we discussed in the past, but at least you spend a bit of money.
Yeah.
It's just thoughtless.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
I know.
You haven't given him any time. I mean, I would...
And I knew my demographic. They loved it, my family. They couldn't believe their luck. You know.
Well, a tenner.
You spent a tenner on him?
Well, the cab fare was £6.
But the thing is, I don't think he's saying that. I think it's the fact that this is like, you know, frittering away in over their life.
Kind of thoughtless,
he would have loved to, I'm sure he would have been appreciative of a lovely £10 gift that you cared about and bought. A book he probably likes, Fly Fishing, doesn't he, by J.R. Hartley. If you'd have bought that, he'd have gone, that's what I was looking for.
Well.
Or what I was looking for, Carl. Bloody hell, Carl, you little bald twat. That's just what I wanted. So, alright, so just calm down.
So what have you got planned for Christmas? Is this what, I mean, are you doing the same place with
Carl,
Suzanne?
Excellent. You've paid me milk bill for this week. That were nice.
I'm spent this year.
So have you planned anything for Suzanne, or are you just...
Yeah, I'm taking her out Christmas Day for something to eat.
Well, does she know that? Was that?
She's working today, so she, you know, so...
Right, okay.
So what Christmas gift have you got?
That's it, I'm taking her out.
What, you haven't got a present?
No, because we spent a lot.
Don't forget, that's half yours, though. You're not going to just be sitting there watching her eat, going, "Oh, I'm hungry, but I spent all." You're going to be eating as well. That's half yours.
So she's got nothing to unwrap.
He's like a cat who's been hit.
She's got nothing to unwrap. There's nothing. She's going to hand something over to you, because I've met the woman. She will. She'll hand something over. You'll open it. You'll love it.
I might get something today.
You shouldn't take me to begrudgingly persuade you to do it.
God.
Yeah. Right, so...
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and stick in some Christmas songs. We're not playing all Christmas songs, but I've brought in a couple. So this is Christmas, John Lennon, The River, Joni Mitchell, Fairy Tale in New York, one of the best Christmas songs ever. Oh, what about a bit of Pretenders? That's a good one, 2,000 Miles.
Let's hear it.
It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. Karl Pilkington in the chair now. The talked about the acclaimed Educating Ricky.
Right, well, just in case anyone's new, doesn't normally listen, basically, I'm educating Ricky. Do a bit of research in a week, find stuff, news, history, anything that's interesting. 3 stories, I give them a nice little headline. You take your pick. Between now and 3, you're going to learn 3 things. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, the headlines are... I'll be buying one of them.
Give us that again.
I'll be buying one of them.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. We've also got hippopotamus.
Okay.
And can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Well, I'm going to go for hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus?
Yeah.
Right, well, this one, it's... I'm not going to take the credit here. I heard Christian talking about this on breakfast, right? Because it's a good story that happened. Basically, I don't know if I told you about it last week when we were having our spaghetti. But,
I think you did.
Right,
I know what it is. I know what this is.
Okay, I've not heard this.
right, there's a little midget. Right, there's a circus,
I'm loving it already.
circus going on somewhere. I think it was in America. And
Is that present day or old times?
I'm talking like in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right, little midget, circus, really packed out show. People are loving it.
Right, Steve, you'll ask the same question I did, I know.
So there's a little midget jumping up and down on a trampoline.
What circus is this?
Right?
I'd say good money to see it.
So everyone's clapping and he's getting carried away.
Because he can't believe they're loving it. I didn't know they'd like a little person on a trampoline, but they love me.
But you know what it's like when if there's a crowd of people sort of encouraging you to sort of go higher and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he knew it was getting out of hand. But he was jumping and he was coming down the road going higher, and he's going really high in the air, right? So he's doing this. Crowd are clapping. There's a hippo, right, just sat next to the trampoline, getting ready to come on and do his act.
Oh, right, I thought he was in the audience.
There's a hippo getting ready to do his act, Steve.
Yeah.
So
he's a ventriloquist.
What do you mean he's sitting by the trampoline waiting to do his act?
Because
why does he sit in the dressing room and they go, 5 minutes, Mr. Muss, 5 minutes, Mr. Muss.
So anyway, right, so the hippo's there.
He's getting annoyed, is he? Because the midget's
He's going,
into
how
his
can I
time.
follow this? How can I? This is really annoying. They're going to be, no.
So
He's thinking, he's already done the trampoline, my pogo stick out, he's never going to work.
Yeah, go on. So there's a hippo waiting. See, it's a great story, and I just know he embellishes it or he gets slightly wrong. Go on.
So
there's a midget jumping up and down, the hippo's getting annoyed.
The crowd are going mad, the midget's loving it, can't believe his luck. Although you think, he probably knows he's dicing with danger.
Yeah. So, next thing you know, they're all saying higher, higher. He gives it one big, like, heavy sort of landing on the trampoline, goes really high, but goes off at a funny angle.
Oh,
hypotenuse.
Okay.
Yeah. And sort of flies up.
Hypotenuse!
Sure.
Flies off at a funny angle.
Oh, dear.
Hippo's there, swallows him whole. Crowd are clapping, thinking that's why the hippo was waiting there.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
It's not rubbish though.
But no, maybe there was an accident in a circus with a midget and a hippo, but at no point was this hippo waiting to go on, going, come on. The midget flew off at hypotenuse and landed in the hippo's mouth and was swallowed whole. This is what you embellish it. That is great. And
I have to say though, Rick, when I heard midget, trampoline, hippopotamus, I was thinking accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean,
it is that you should never put those three together.
Never.
It's a recipe for disaster. Everyone knows that. Midget, trampoline, hippopotamus. Are you mental?
You're asking for trouble.
Well,
you know when he told me it, he said, and the midget, he didn't mention the hippopotamus, and he said the midget went on, and soon he fell off, and the hippo ate him. And I said, sorry. What was the hippo doing there? He went, it's a circus.
I've never heard of a circus having a hippo.
What do hippos do?
What can they do? You can't train them, can you? Aren't they like very deadly? They're huge, aren't they?
You can't have a hippo in a circus. You're not thinking of Zippo.
Isn't he the clown?
Yeah. It wasn't some sort of where Zippo was eating a midget, and it's some sort of horrible sexual act.
No, it was definitely. I heard it on breakfast, right?
Okay, sorry.
No, it's definitely fact.
Yeah, okay, right, okay, good. Well, let's play a record then.
All right, here we are then. Oh, Scorpio Rising, Death in Vegas on XFM 104.9, about 1:05 Saturday. Here we are again then. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. I can't believe our luck. Oh, all right, Karl.
All right.
Yeah. So, what are we doing today then? Producer.
Right. Well,
sorry, I always laugh instinctively when I hear Carl's name and that word.
Yeah.
Right. Well, why is that? Because it is. I had to come up with some new features again for this new year.
Okay. I'm excited.
What have you come up with?
We are the backbone of this show, Carl.
Yeah. We'll tell you we've come up with some pretty. What's yours first?
Right.
Go on.
Right. Well, Rockbusters.
That's old. That's not a new feature.
Yeah, but we'll keep it.
Right.
For
So
another
you're
bit.
just keeping an old feature.
Okay. No, it's an old favourite. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going, phew, I was worried that he'd lose Rockbusters.
Rick, I've just come up with a new idea. Why don't we just play some records that we like? There's a new idea for 2003.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what we can't, Steve? Because the library's out of order.
Oh yeah, the record label, we can't get in there. We're not allowed to get in there.
We had to scrounge something from Capital Gold.
So anyway, right.
Go on.
So we got Rockbusters.
What are they doing with the library? Are they getting some records in that we want to play? Is that their new idea? I know. Let's get some records in.
Yeah,
they
they're
want to play.
thinning out the Gina G.
Yeah. Four non-blondes. Goodbye. Give that to Foxy. Go on. Sorry, Carl.
We'll do. We started Do We Need 'Em in 2002.
Do we need them?
Do we need them? Yeah.
We'll continue that.
Got a new one, haven't you?
Explain that later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the new stuff comes in.
Ooh.
Right. As always, I like to sort of get words and tweak them and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of either doing something with. There's a lot of weird rituals, isn't there?
A lot of weird rituals.
Yeah, there's weird stuff going on around the world.
Okay.
There is, yeah.
And I was going to tweak that to rituals.
Okay. Right.
Again, starting with the title, the pun first, then working out what it is.
Well, I found some weird stuff.
Oh right, so it's specifically
Just stuff
what?
that goes on, like
Rituals.
there was
Most of the weird stuff I've heard about happened to you in Manchester in your early years.
well, in India, apparently it's good to have a flat head. So the
Again, just flirting, just bordering on the racist, but never really gets there. Always.
Well, no, because there's no intent.
There's no hate. There's no hate. It's just clumsy. Exactly. It's stupidity. Yeah.
Exactly.
Go on. What
Sorry,
do you
so
mean?
what do you mean it's good to have a flat
What
head?
do you mean it's good to have a flat head in India?
we'll talk about it later.
Brilliant.
That's rituals. So
You've
you're
hooked
loving
a
that
few
already.
people. You've hooked a few in. Go on.
All right, so we'll have that later.
So it's
hold on.
essentially like Educating Ricky, only is specifically about rituals. Is that strictly speaking what it is? Okay.
I suppose so, but then again, you could say radio is all the same because it's people talking.
Okay, Carl, brilliant. Brilliant comeback.
Yeah,
So-
brilliant comeback. Not all talking nonsense though.
Well,
So that's where we're different. Go on.
also, right, I like teaching you stuff.
Yeah. And you've done well.
So what I'm thinking is, rather than just touching on a topic, sort of giving you a few bits of information on one
See,
topic.
this is what I'd like to do, because the last thing you taught me, I remember, was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and she could see, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
So if you could go into that a little bit more, that would have been educating me.
Well, today we're featuring stuff on World War 1 and 2, right?
Oh,
So that's that little title for all this little thing is, what do you think of that then?
What do you think of that then?
Play a record.
So that's
Rick,
that.
can I have just thought of a joke?
Go on.
What's the similarity between Lord of the Rings and this show? They're both rubbish.
Travis, Level come through on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, etc. Got some great tunes actually lined up.
Excellent.
I've brought in some Amy Mann, some Neil Young. I play my favourite Clash track. What have you got for us, Steve?
I got a dynamite hip-hop tune by
Yeah.
The Roots, which I think you'll enjoy.
Love it, love it.
Got a little bit of Joni Mitchell, maybe swing that on later.
Oh, excellent. I nearly brought in some Joni Mitchell. It's a good job I didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it wouldn't have made any difference. It wouldn't have made any difference.
No, we
We'd
would
have
have probably
played-
played
yeah.
yours, and then
Yeah.
I'd have been
Fine.
told to
Go away.
flee my ear.
Carl, what have you got lined up for us as the producer?
Right, well, Rockbusters.
Been off this week again?
Has he?
Yeah.
Another week off?
Another week off, yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't have a full week off. I had 3 days off
Yeah.
because I was working all over Christmas.
Yeah.
And still didn't stop working, preparing stuff. You've got a nice load of prizes there that I've sorted
give
out. I had to come in especially to sort that out.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Did you
will
rifle
continue.
through the drawers up at Capital Gold instead of down
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Rockbusters, we're still doing that.
Yeah, you're bigging it up.
Yeah.
He's bigging it up. Yeah, still doing that.
We've got that. Last week, we sort of changed Educating Ricky a bit. Just a little
Don't
bit.
say we. I don't want to be incriminated in it.
Well, changed it in the sense that rather than giving you too much information about different things, it's hard to sort of keep it all in.
Yeah.
I'm giving you sort of information on one thing. So last
no,
week,
because some of your stuff was a little bit too intense to be done. My favourite story was there was a blind girl, she hit her head and got better, and I couldn't take all that in at once. So you should really ration some of the education.
We sort of
Wasn't
started
last week war-related stories?
Yeah, it was what do you think of that then?
What
and
do
it
you think
was
of that? Sure.
3 things.
And it was the French battle. Going over the top was John's got a moustache, which you think was ambiguous because someone might have said that anyway.
Well, look, you've remembered it. So it's working. So we'll be doing that. And last week
Loads
you
of French people have just gone to war who were listening to this.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to learn some science this week.
Did I?
Yeah. so the title this week for that is I Said I Would Sort You Some Science Out. Acid. 'Cause that's
How long did that take you to come?
Listen, well, you know, people love Karl. There's comedians come to me and go, Karl's the funniest man. They absolutely love him, right? But I think we're only seeing half of it, right? If we can get him on television, his face then, when he's told me that title, was like a child at Christmas.
Yeah.
He was so proud of it. He was excited what I was it was brilliant.
It's a bit like when a child's drawn a picture in art class. You know you've got to stick it on the fridge, but you basically think it's crap.
Yeah.
It's very much like that.
All right, Karl?
Is that good?
Yes.
So we'll be doing that. Do we need them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you got another one?
I've got another one. Looking at snails this week.
Do we need snails?
Do we need
Because I know you're not a fan of snails, are you?
Well, after a bit of research, I found some good stuff out about, like, they sleep for 13 years, some of them.
Yeah.
And that. So we'll be looking into that
you
later.
tried that one, didn't you?
I know, yeah.
We've got Ritual,
Yeah.
which is something that I told Ricky about.
Yeah, well, last week's was brilliant. It's
was
good
it?
to have a flathead in India.
It's good to have a flathead in India.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Well, I'm
that's about it.
going to just play one of my favourite Smith tracks.
Can I just make a request? So I'd quite like, if you've got time, to bring back, just for 1 week only, White Van Karl.
Sure.
Because there's some quite interesting topics this week.
Oh, there's things happening in the world.
There's some
Karl
things
doesn't think
happening.
there is.
No.
There is a light that never goes out. The Flaming Lips. Yoshimi battles the Pink Robots on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me is Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Good morning.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to own up straight away. I've done very little work towards this show this week. I'm a little bit
You
busy.
surprised me.
Yeah. So I apologise if it sounds a bit sort of.
Thanks for being honest, though. Rick.
Well, no, I don't. I don't want people to go, oh no, that was a bit shoddy this week. I hope it's not going to be that every week.
Yeah.
So it is because I've done very little preparation.
Okay.
So
Right.
Whereas
normally
you'll probably have to help me out.
All right.
You have to do some of the work. Karl, you might have to help us out a little bit as well.
I don't know, but I mean,
because I know Steve's done nothing towards it either. So the onus is on you a little bit here. I love the fact that it's still listed as either Ricky Gervais or Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. In the,
essentially, we don't need to be here, really.
No, but I know now people listen for Karl. Everyone I've spoken to, for people on buses, to comedians like Ross Noble mentioned you the other day, and they go.
People on buses?
I've never been on a bus.
You haven't been
years.
on a bus
No.
for like 12 years, have you?
I know.
People on buses. I don't know why I find that so funny. I just know the idea of you being on a bus. The idea of you handing over your fare.
They're shouting out from the window.
Right.
They're going, "I love Karl."
Right. Yeah.
I'm walking along.
How much is it on the bus?
20 pence.
No, come on, seriously, how much is it?
One adult for Terminus, please.
I love the fact, they do that thing where, like, if they're interviewing
What is it?
Paul
50,
Newman or
60
someone
p?
famous...
No, it's quid, isn't it? It's a quid.
They always say, how much is a pint of milk? And that's supposed to prove if you're sort of still in touch with your roots or whether you're too big a celebrity.
Yeah.
You've got no idea how much it costs on the bus.
Quid?
have you? It's not a quid.
120.
No, it's not 120.
Pint of milk, about 50p. 30p.
Oh, brilliant. Wow. Because, it's fascinating because you gave this stuff up before you became a celebrity, didn't
What?
you? You were always...
Lazy.
Because people always say to me, like, Ricky seems a bit obnoxious.
Who says that?
No, they say,
No. Who comes up to you and just says that?
The guy on the tube did it. I swear to God, he came up. He said I was watching an interview with Ricky. He said he's not a nice piece of work. I went, he said, no, I've got friends like that. And it's like they're always talking, they're a bit irritating, and you sort of let them off because they're your mates. But I was going, well, hang on a minute. He went,
well, two things. It's sort of my job talking, and being interviewed, essentially you do have to talk.
Yeah,
So if
about
that's-
yourself.
If that's his only criticism, then I'm not too bad.
No, he didn't think you were funny either. In fact, he had a whole list. I say a list, a petition.
It wasn't Dickie Anderson, was it?
It wasn't Richard Anderson.
I hope he's listening.
He's our biggest fan.
I'll tell you what, Mock Turtles need a remix by Fatboy Slim, don't they?
Mock Turtles is a great tune, but I'd love to hear it remixed.
Yeah.
There you go. Feeder, just the way I'm feeling. XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. We've got a great show lined up this week, haven't we?
Go on, what have you got planned?
Well, I've got songs from David Bowie, Thin Lizzy, Gene, AC/DC. You heard Feeder there. You got, Smiths, all that. We got a great feature, a new feature. We spoke to Karl in the week, and we worked out a new feature where people are going to give him sort of like problems to solve. There could be scenarios, there could be management scenarios at work, you know, problem solving, things like that, organising things. He's a very good organiser. So I'll tell you what happened. He's dropping Do We Need Him because he's getting fed up with scientists. He thinks there's a conspiracy and they're getting together and they're never going to lose an animal.
Right.
So he's just fed up with that. Rockbusters, we've got some great prizes.
Well, have you seen them yet?
No.
Be careful.
They're not going to be great,
I just peeked in, and all I'm going to say to you is Fools and Horses Christmas special?
Not the little one with the little car.
With the little car, yeah.
Brilliant. That is excellent. Karl, what have you got to say for yourself? Hold on, it was a rollover, wasn't it? Because you really mucked up Rockbusters last time. What was he doing? It's saying FP for the whole thing. No, FD you were saying, and it was Frida Payne.
Have you written the clues down this week? Because that seems like an obvious way to improve this.
Yeah, I'll write the clues
A week before he couldn't remember what the answer was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, you learn by your mistakes and that.
You don't.
Well... So yeah.
Shall I give you a little taster? We were having a pizza in a pizza establishment. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah.
And he was going, I'm a good organiser, I'm a good problem solver. Give me any scenario, right? Obviously he didn't say scenario. And I went, okay then, so you're the manager of this place, and there's a couple there, elderly couple, they're about 60. They've had a lovely meal. He went, yeah, right. I went, but the gentleman, he's got a little bit of a heart condition, he takes a pill after his meal, as he should, after meals. He's only taken Viagra.
Oh.
And now he's stuck in.
Wedged in?
Wedged in.
We've all been there.
It's gone, and it's stopping him getting out from the table.
Yeah.
So what would you do? He went, what? He's stuck in because of his dick. I went, yeah. He went, right. He said, I'd use the situation, I'd make cash. I said, you're not going anywhere, do you want a pudding?
Entrepreneurial. Yeah. I like it, Karl.
And he went, so that's that sorted, I've got the job on that. Next, I went, okay. You won't believe it. Next day, there's a little problem in the toilets. Two gay men were having sex and they got stuck in each other. Yeah. He went, right. I'd say, is it the same fella as yesterday with the Viagra? If so, why was he let in again? He was on the door.
Yeah.
I went, it's not. It's too different. He goes, right.
Does his wife know he's cheating on him?
Yeah. He went, right, I'd go down. I'd go, and then he went, I'd say this isn't a restaurant problem. Call an ambulance. Strictly speaking, not a restaurant problem, no.
But am I right?
Huh?
Am I right?
Well, I don't know.
Would you give me the job if say, like, you were the boss of that restaurant and you...
Do you know what I like about this? At no point did he say, Gervais, why are you being so mental?
Yeah.
Why would someone get stuck because they took Viagra by mistake and two people get stuck in each other?
But you've heard the stories from his past. That is a perfectly legitimate situation to find yourself in. You grew up in his part of
What would you
Manchester.
do if there was two fellas with big heads and webbed feet and they had a horse in a... Well, what I'd do is... What would you do? What did you do when you first saw them?
What, saw the
kids
lads with the big heads and
Yeah.
We should very quickly remind people, if they didn't listen to that particular show, they had webbed hands.
Yeah.
Did they, or webbed feet?
Well, they had webbed hands.
Right.
And big heads.
Enormous heads.
But it wasn't related.
But they weren't related
I know,
to each
they were
other.
completely
No,
separate
but I'm
people.
saying that the webbed hands isn't due to the fact they've got a big head.
No, sure.
It's two different things. We're just unlucky.
Yeah.
No, hold on. If they weren't related and they both had webbed hands and big heads, I'm saying there was a condition that was related that had those two.
I don't think there was.
So what do you think the chances of that are? They're not related, and he goes, "Oh, you got a big head and webbed hands as well." Yeah, just a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah. I honestly don't think it was related.
Right.
Because I've since seen the same problem again on another kid with a big head. His hands look good.
Right, so you think the big head is just a separate issue?
Yeah, it's a totally different illness. It's like having a headache and a cold at the same time.
Right, so not always connected.
But the weird thing is, right, looking around in the week at weird stuff on the internet, there's this woman who's got a big head.
Oh, yeah.
And, she was fed up with it because when she was walking down the street, it was so big, she couldn't hold it up.
Right. She couldn't hold it up.
Oh God.
Okay, shut up.
So when she was walking, her eyes were hurting because she had to sort of look up all the time because her head was that heavy. Her chin was sort of balanced on her chest.
Right. And she'd have to peek up, yeah.
So she goes to the doctors, and this was after years and years, and said, I thought I could put up with it, but I can't.
How big was her head?
It's big,
I don't know if it was like big, because there wasn't a picture. I don't know if it was just big or a lot of bone. so it was heavy.
Very heavy.
Right, like the Elephant Man, just
So
outcrops.
yeah, right. So the doctor said, we can sort that out. But we'll have to take your head off.
Right.
Okay, listen
keep
to this.
going.
Listen,
keep going.
Because what you don't seem to understand is I have the same reaction to you when I see it.
Yeah.
What? Right?
You're quizzical yourself.
So I looked at it. They took her head off, chipped away a bit of the bone, made her head lighter, put it back on.
Right, play the Smiths.
They took a woman's head off.
Yeah, this is ours by the Smiths.
And if you'd like to ask Karl something, details coming up soon.
Proudly drawn boy. Born again on XFM 104.9. There we are then. Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Raring to go. He's a bit grumpy, Karl. Woken up at 8
Because he's
o'clock.
from the north.
Yeah, because he's in London.
Yeah.
And London's rubbish, right, isn't it? You can't even get a Band-Aid in London, can you? Or grouting. In Manchester, I could walk to the next shop and definitely get some Flash or maybe some Vim. You can't get it down here. You got to go to a trendy bistro, haven't you? Karl, why are you grumpy?
I told you before, I'm just a little bit tired today.
Because he had to get up. The builders next door woke him up.
No.
He's always going about his hours. Those builders probably got up at 6.
Yeah, but
to
I
get
can
there
understand builders who get up early because they're building outside and they've got to get the job done before it gets dark. But he's working in someone's lounge. If it gets dark, put the light on. It's not a problem. So why is he starting work at like 7 o'clock in the morning?
Well, because the builders get paid by the day. And if you get a builder there and go, I'll just do 11 till 3, he's not going to go, I'll tell you what, love, just give me 40 quid. I didn't do a whole day. It's a day's work, isn't it? So you want to get the most out of them, don't you?
Plus, he probably wants to finish early so he can have a good night out.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night. You know what I mean? He wants to...
Yeah, he wants to get at least 15 pints in.
And he was cheery. I bet he was whistling and, dancing around
dancing
and tapping, So I don't know how you can be annoyed at that. Why don't you get earplugs?
I don't like it, the idea of earplugs.
Why?
Because I live in a flat, so it's not as if I'm looking after my house, right? I know.
Already, I've lost you.
No.
That wasn't even a whole sentence and I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but what I mean is...
What?
If you live in a house, right, you know that you've turned the lights off downstairs. You know you haven't got a frying pan on, right?
Right,
okay, not really.
Keep him going.
But I live in a flat, and I don't know what the other people are like. There might be some daft people in there who don't,
imagine that.
right, who don't turn stuff off. Now, if I have earplugs and the fire alarm's going off, I'm not going to hear it. I'm going to have a good sleep, but who knows what could happen? So I don't like earplugs. It's not safe.
Okay.
If you live in a block of flats.
But I think you'll find, because I've used them, I think you'll find that a fire alarm will cut through
I
the
wear them
earplugs.
sometimes if it's noisy or I want to go to bed early or something, and I hear my alarm clock, and it goes beep, 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 beep. It's
All
that
right.
loud.
Okay, well,
and a fire alarm is deafening.
All right, so we've talked in the past about snails who sleep for 13 years.
No, you have. That's never been confirmed. In fact, the expert hadn't heard of it.
Well, they do.
Okay.
I read it on different sites.
Okay.
So how much does it take to wake them up? Got you.
What do you mean?
Well, they sleep for 13 years.
Yeah, but it's probably. But I don't know what you mean by sleep. It's not the same sort of pattern that we have in a mollusk, is it? There's different. What is sleep? It's
when you're sort of shut down, and
but they can estivate. They can actually literally
no, but
shut
they didn't
down.
say that. They said they sleep for 13 years. And I mean, have you ever had like more than 10 hours sleep?
Yeah.
Feel really groggy?
Well, no, I feel good after 10 hours sleep.
I feel rough. I just was thinking what a snail would be like. Be like, oh.
Be even slower than normal.
Be even slower than you. Play a record.
Well, anyway.
Email in if you know what on earth Karl's talking about.
Ever. Chilly weather, why not put on a cardigan? That was the Cardigans. And for what it's worth, a lovely tune there.
Oh, that's a joy. We should definitely talk like that more.
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, alright?
Alright.
Yeah?
Right.
Well, we got a jam-packed show today.
Go on.
We got so many we got more features than Karl's got on his face. which is about the same as Morph.
Yeah.
Very few. It's just really a head, isn't it? A little.
That's where I've seen him before.
More.
On Take Heart.
Yeah. We've got Rockbusters. That's
Have we?
still
No,
going
no
strong.
more feelings on that.
No,
Fair
but
enough.
he's said he's going to buck his ideas up. We've got chimpanzee that. Karl finds an amusing monkey or ape related story. We've got Karl in a film again.
Right, excellent. Yeah, we've had a lot of great response from that, Karl, on the internet.
It was my favourite thing we've done.
People raving about that. So can we say what the film is this week?
Excuse my French, we've got some bloody great music.
Oh, pardonnez-moi. Wow, I don't know. I don't speak French.
Well, I'll just give you a taste. We got Oasis, Cardigans, you just heard there. We got Lloyd Karl. We got a bit of Pretenders coming up. Eminem, Feeder, Coldplay, all the greats.
Can I play you some TJ's Fan Club later?
Yeah. What should we have now?
Oasis.
Go on,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
White Stripes, Dead Leaves and the Dirty Ground on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. We have got a great show lined up for you.
Absolutely.
Today it's just, Valentine's weekend, some love songs.
Ooh.
We've got some chat and, of course, the competitions. I'll tell you what, I was walking here today and the West End is crammed. There's helicopters, there's police, there's about 1 million people sort of just milling around, standing around with placards and stuff. I don't know what they're doing, but they've got too much time on that. They need a war.
You don't read the newspapers, do you?
Boring. Ooh, those boys can rock there. That's the Guns with all their roses. And Sweet Child of Mine. On XFM 104.9.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was good.
It rocks.
I hope the audience was playing it loud like us.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Well, look at him yawning. How rude is that?
Karl, what's wrong with you, man? Have you been up late?
A little bit.
Girlfriend was away, wasn't she, yesterday?
Yeah, I always have a problem with that. I always have, because you don't go to bed, do you, early? Do you know what I mean? You sort of think, I just always find that thing that if, you're used to living with someone.
Yeah.
One of you will go, let's go to bed, then you'll go, all right. But when you're on your own, you go,
You just forget to go to bed.
I just stay up.
Okay, stop eating now, Karl. You've ate all the food. That's just a plate. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I stayed up and watched, there was a thing on about Dracula.
Right. What, Dracula?
And I found a flaw in it.
Go on.
Not the fact that he's the living dead and and drinks blood to stay alive and he doesn't reflect
And he can
in
turn into a
mirrors.
bat.
Well,
And you can go on.
the mirror thing, you can't look in mirrors, can he?
Well, he can look in mirrors, but he can't see himself in a mirror.
Yeah.
That still doesn't work.
Okay,
Go on. It doesn't work at all, Karl. It doesn't work
Go
anyway.
on.
Well, centre parting's always really neat.
His centre parting's always
How does he do it if he can't look in the mirror?
Blood on the floor or something it was called. Rubbish.
I love the flaw in the Dracula film is that his centre parting's too neat. How does he do it without a mirror? Oh.
Was it a documentary about Dracula?
No,
Yeah,
there was
the real
it's
Dracula. The real
called-
Dracula. Is it?
Yeah, the real Dracula, the
It's
true
just a
story.
film. It had blood on the floor or something. It's called.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. From 1970.
Yeah.
Right, but you say that and watch that.
You know there aren't
Yeah,
really
that's right.
vampires in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still annoys you that his centre parting was too neat.
Well, if you're going to do it, do you know what I mean?
I'd like to see him with a fringe sort of pushed forward and maybe a hood up, alright? Come to suck your blood and that, alright?
Yeah, just bits of tissue paper all over his face where he's cut himself shaving.
Can't see. Bloody mirrors annoying me, alright? I'd love to see that. A little mank Drac. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Well, that might be a film that we do in our movie.
Mancula.
Just getting onto that.
Mancula. Count Mancula. Alright? You got any rave music, like? Got any Oasis like that? That'd be brilliant. He came from Manchester. Please welcome Mancula. Alright? That'd be great, wouldn't it? His hair's a mess. Well, I can't see in the mirror, can I? Well, we've got a show lined up for you. Sad news for Rockbusters fans. It is going to be the last Rockbusters.
Does that mean that we are doing another one and it's the last one? Or
We are
you've
doing
scrapped
another
it all
one,
together?
and it's the last one.
Oh, man.
Got a bit of a special one, Steve.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's just sort of done
What, it
on,
makes sense?
No, it's,
First time only.
no, it's done on accents because I'm running out of like clues and that to use.
Oh, is this as good as the Jamaican one? The trout spinners.
The trout spinners.
That doesn't work at all.
A bit like that.
Okay, so go on, what's the gist of this one?
Well, it's just I've been the sound effects bit that didn't really work out. So there's 3 sort of cryptic clues.
Yeah.
And
Sort of cryptic, yeah.
it's done on accents, and I've sort of worked down the country. So I've got a northern one, I've got a Brummie one, and I've got a Cockney one.
All right,
Excellent.
we'll look forward to that. We've got quite a lot of competitions, haven't we? Because you've also got your film competition.
He's appearing in The Shining this week, Steve.
Excellent, okay.
We've also got, chimpanzee that. More monkey news from around the world.
Monkey news. Stay tuned for that.
But there's one that I thought we could phase in as we phased out Rockbusters. It's an old favourite. Carl, was before your time. XF Family Fortunes.
XF Family Fortunes, it's brilliant. It owes nothing to TV show Family Fortunes.
No, it's XF Family Fortunes.
You can't get him on that.
So we'll be playing that a little bit later as well with two lucky people, and we'll be giving away some great prizes, I imagine.
Excellent.
Steve.
Yeah.
Go through those a little bit later.
Yeah.
As it was Valentine's weekend, what about a lovely song by Lloyd Cole? Like lovers do.
104.9 XFM, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington's pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
We're playing some great moments from the last 3 weeks.
And some great records, Steve, from the last 2 weeks.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
We're not actually here today. What are you up to today, Rick?
It's 8 hours earlier, so this is about 2 o'clock probably. Mm-hmm. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in bed, mate. I'm asleep in me hotel room.
Now, where are you?
We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City of Angels. Rick.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
Yeah, and so that's what we're doing. We're doing stuff like that. That's why we're not here. We're not here next week either. So next week is the best of this week.
What?
Someone's left one of those little things in here. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. What are they called, those things?
I imagine there, just there. I was thinking of being in the front row at a Morrissey concert and going, can I just play along? They are brilliant.
I don't know what kind of sound that is.
I don't know. It's only used for when Kenneth Williams
yeah, exactly.
sees someone undressing.
Yeah.
That's the only time that is used, that noise.
Exactly.
That is brilliant.
But it's like it was specially created for the Carry On films.
Yeah, we need, I don't know what it is, but we need something when I walk in and see someone changing. Well, what about this? There is a light that never goes out by the Smiths. I phoned Carl up in the week, and I said, what are you doing? He went, well, even though it's one of my days off, I'm just doing some research on the web. Found anything that said, I'm doing science. And then he said, you can get wigs for dogs in Tokyo. That's his scientific fact. And I went, what do you mean? Dogs, if they need a wig? I said, if they need a wig, what? Dogs going bald? And he went, like, this is fine to him. He went, it's a stressful city, Tokyo. The world's all right with Carl. He's always got an explanation. I've only ever seen him confused once. When in Edinburgh, he looked out of his window one day and he saw a bloke putting a parking ticket on some rubbish.
Yeah.
And that genuinely confused him.
Yeah.
He couldn't work out, could you?
It's a bit weird, isn't it? But
and the woman breastfeeding her 8-year-old child, you didn't like, did you?
I don't like that. But the what's the name? Animals with wigs. I kind of thought, after I put the phone down to you, I kind of thought about it, thought, yeah, it is a bit daft, that.
Are you sure he's not the ageing pop group?
No.
The Animals?
But when you think, have you ever seen like a bald pet?
No.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Because my mum, we had a cat, we used to get through loads of cats because we lived on a...
Oh, God, it started early today, innit?
What do you mean?
It's only 10 past 1.
What were you doing? Running a restaurant?
We lived on...
Oh, God, what do you mean?
No, we lived on like a main road.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we used to get through a lot of them. My dad
It was
kept
their
saying,
risk.
Stop wasting money, it's not
Stop
good.
wasting money, not wasting cats.
Right, so anyway, we had this cat that was ill all the time. And
He was just bag of nerves, probably.
Yeah, malingerer. Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm going to which house?
Rome. Oh, God, bloody hell. Rome.
Don't let me go to the Pilkingtons.
and it, for some reason, it kept being sick all the time. Right?
Yeah, that is nerves. That's definitely nerves.
So my mum kind of thought, I've had enough of this, and she shaved it.
Whoa. Now, I know you're not vets in your family, but what correlation did your mum think there was between it being sick and shaving it?
Because it kept being sick, and it was a pain to wash, because it kept getting
So
caught
she
up.
wanted a dry wipe cat.
So
why didn't she just varnish it? What?
it's weird. It's weird. Though.
So now he's cold and sick.
No, but not all of it. She left sort of the back half, but sort of from its waist, sort of.
I love that. Shave it because it's sick on itself.
And
That is
it was
genius.
the weirdest looking thing. I mean, normally I like cats. I'm always like giving yours a stroke on the head and that.
Yeah.
But as soon as she did that, it was like, oh.
Yeah.
can't touch it. And then...
So now it's sick, cold and hated.
Yeah.
Carl.
It must have, I mean, the other cats must have been taking the mick out of it constantly. It's just making things worse. Did it get, I'm hoping that it got run over and was put out of its misery.
No, I think it got all right, that one. Or is that the... Yeah, it did get run over. It did.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first...
Yeah, but I've said this before. It's always, then you get used to how people look and you don't... No.
I'm going to burst. You have to play a record.
No, but...
Because I see Steve's face.
No, but I've got used to it.
Shut up.
Well, here we are again, XFM, on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is, I think it's the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah. Even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Oh, dear.
You know, I've said in the past to you, Rick, that my grandparents, so I love them dearly, but it's like for the last 30 years, they've been waiting to die.
I know.
It's like they just sort of, it's like, you know, the novelty wore off of like...
Life in the 50s.
Yeah, they got kind of bored of it. Life, in the 40s, it was brilliant. All sat around the old Joannas, the bombs fell, singing. They loved that. The 50s, that was great as well, because that was the post-war years. It was, it was a bit tight in the pocket, but it was all right. Everyone pulled together. And then the 60s came along, all the crazy music, the funny hair.
Let's stay in bed.
Exactly. They basically stayed in bed. And it was one Christmas when my grandmother said to my dad, what do you like for Christmas? What do you fancy for Christmas? And this must have been, I don't know, 20 years ago. She said, what do you fancy for Christmas, Ron? And he went, well, I could do with a nice big kind of warm winter overcoat. She said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because your father will be dead soon. It's right, you can have his. Meaning my granddad. Well, to be honest with you, my father's still waiting. Which is good news. Good news for my grandfather. Less good news for my dad.
Freezing. He's freezing. He finds out, how is he today? He's fine. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm freezing.
It is such a weird mindset, that. I think that, to me, is what sums up people from that older generation, the 40s and 50s. And it seems to me that you've got that kind of mindset. It's like you were born in the 30s. And whenever you talk of your childhood, it's like you had like a baked potato to take to school. And a hoop and a stick is a Christmas gift.
The other thing is, I think that that sort of generation, it seems that the man is dependent on the woman. There's a total dependence.
Oh, absolutely,
If she dies, he's done.
Yes.
He's done for. It just pine away. If he dies, she's got 30 years of pottering.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And going to the youth club and the church.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It's sort of like that. It's sad. Of course, it's sad for them, but it's not the end of their life.
No, sure.
And it sort of is the other way around. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's a little melancholy thought for
I know,
Christmas
I've really you brought it down, you've brought it down, I've brought it down. This isn't a nice show at all, this is terrible.
Well,
we're going to have people just killing themselves. What?
Well, I didn't really want to make it a Christmassy type show, because I don't really like it.
Oh, he's done it again. Well, you did Christmas once, didn't like it.
No, my dad always said...
Oh, right, steady on.
Dad said Christmas morning was for for me, so he used to stay in bed. So he never...
That's brilliant. That's a great thing to say, isn't it? Yeah. Christmas morning's for you. Run wild. Do what you want. Just don't bother me.
I'm going to Honolulu for 2 weeks.
That's great. Dad, it's Christmas. Do I have to do anything? No.
So my mum used to get up, because she used to like to see my face light up, when I opened my presents. And then...
to give fireworks.
And then I'd have to go to my bedroom from about 6 o'clock onwards, because my mum and dad were into having big Christmas parties, and I wasn't old enough to go.
Right.
So they'd say, right, you know, you've had your fun there, you go up to your bedroom, stay in there.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one year, right, I got a train set, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant. Playing with it all day. I thought, I don't mind about the party, I'm happy staying up here, playing with this. Brother comes in, he's had a few, right, he's going, yeah, give us a go on your train.
How old is he?
He's a bit older than me, so he might have been like, let's see.
Well, let him be 18.
Yeah, probably about 18, 19,
how old
something
were
like
you?
that. I had a train set, so I don't know, about
14.
something like that. Yeah. Right, so I'm playing on that, loving it and stuff. And then he comes in and goes, oh, gives a go. He turns the transformer up to like 14. He went really fast for about 5 seconds, broke it, and then he went back downstairs.
Wow.
So Christmas, I hadn't even got to
Sounds
Christmas
like
Day.
the Conservative government with British Rail.
Satire, that is.
Satire, Rick, I just thought that then. Satire. If there's any satirical shows listening or magazines,
it doesn't work in any way because there's the analogy falls down apart from there being a train.
Think it through though. British Rail was trains,
Yeah.
and the government broke the trains in many. Well, they didn't break them, like not officially breaking them, but they kind of.
It does work. It's perfect.
Oh, I'm very pleased with that.
And I can't. And no one's asked him to be on. Have I got news for you?
It's weird, isn't it?
Because
It's strange that when you've got a satirical mind that's as quick as that.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
he's broke your little train set. So what did you do?
I just like watched telly and had some sausages.
I bet you were happy with that though, weren't you?
Oh, it's a bit annoying though, isn't it, when your main present of the year has been broke.
And did
then,
it ever get it fixed?
No, that was it. Put away.
I'm intrigued why your parents wouldn't let you come and join in the festive fun. Was it like really debauched down there? Was it like eggnog everywhere? And
Well, no, but I mean, that's fair enough. 6 is a little bit early, but I just think, you know, if you're a kid, he had his fun, put him to bed at 8 maybe. And
do
he
you think
won't.
so on Christmas Day? I thought that was a day for family.
Well, not if there's a party going on.
And
Well,
then
don't have the party on the Christmas Day.
Well, that's another option.
Yeah. Your parents are weird, aren't they? A strange breed.
Well, I think that was the year, right? You're talking about buying presents and stuff. I think I did treat my mum to. I didn't buy my dad anything. I think that was like when I got a bit older, he used to get me dad something because he wasn't that bothered anyway.
No.
So, got me mum. There was a cheap shop, right?
Of course.
Thank God for that.
Called Snips. Right? So I went in there and I thought, let's see what I can get her. And remember Victoria Plum?
I don't think so.
Well, it's like a fairy character.
Right.
Right. And my mum's into gnomes and stuff. Right. So I thought, right.
She must be pleased with you then.
Victoria Plum. I was thinking, is that one of the neighbours? Is it like a brandy
Do you
liqueur?
remember Victoria Plum?
Victoria Plum.
Victoria Plum, yeah, it's like a little fictional sort of character, right?
Okay.
So I saw it, I thought, yeah, she'll love that, right? So I did my paper round, saved up for 2 weeks, right?
Aw.
Got that sorted, went to Snips, bought the Victoria Plum. Next day, I'm in town with her, right? So I think, I know what I'll do. I said, come in here a minute, right? So we go in and we're looking around and I tested her, right? I went, look at that there, that's all right, innit? And she goes, oh, it's bloody awful.
Oh, Carl. Oh, Carl. Oh, God.
So then Christmas Day comes. I said, don't bother opening it. She said, no, why? I said,
Oh,
"Don't."
no. Why did you still give it to her?
So, well, it's too late. I'd already bought it.
Oh, Carl.
So she opened it and I was like, and she said, oh, that's nice. I said, why are you saying that? I said, the other day, she said, it's bloody awful. She said, oh, no, I thought you were pointing at something else.
Oh, no.
So that's why I don't get anyone anything anymore.
Oh, God. Play record. Oh, God. Oh. Beautiful day. You too, to kick off the show, Steve.
Absolutely.
The Ricky Gervais Show with Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
And Claire Sturgis.
Hello,
Indeed.
boys.
Carl's ill. Well, he's not here. I mean, I never believe people when they're ill. I think they're always malingering. I never take any days off work. I just think you can drag yourself in unless it's life-threatening or...
To be fair, Rick, can I just stop you there? It's not so much that you take days off as you'll just suddenly decide around lunchtime that you've overeaten and you need to go and lie down.
But I'm my own
with
boss.
a cold compress.
Yeah,
and
but
a
I'm my
Swedish
own...
masseuse.
I'm my own boss.
Yeah. So it's
In
not
a
so much you take days
room.
off. It's not so much you take days off as you never actually do a full day's work.
Yeah,
You actually
exactly.
prevent that straight away.
I never take that hour and a half off a day.
Exactly.
XFM 104.9.
So what's the story, Claire? Do you know anything about Carl? Do you know what his illness is?
I think he's got this this sort of cold virus that's going around. He phoned me yesterday. He did sound poorly in his defence. A little
Poorly.
bit croaky.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He
I'm
coughed a bit.
I'm not being funny. He better be in hospital.
To miss this show.
To miss
definitely.
this show. The flagship show of the week on XFM.
Do you know, you are right, because, and you've been away, haven't you? You know,
Been away
he's
2
missed you.
weeks. We had the best off again. But let's put out the best of.
Yeah.
Let's put out the best of the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to try and get him on the phone. We're going to phone him, and I want him to really explain himself because, you know, I think he's malingering, to be honest.
Well, he
So-
phoned me in the week and he said, Steve, don't forget, there's a documentary on Friday night about Oliver the humanzi, the human monkey. He said to me, it's gonna be brilliant.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't brilliant.
It was-
I especially stayed in and watched it.
I taped it and watched it afterwards, and I've never seen so much hype and desperation. They kept showing the same clip of this chimpanzee that walked upright like a lot of chimps can.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
It lost its hair, so it was half human, because all humans are bald.
Yeah.
So that's the half human bit. It didn't have hair. I'm sorry, humans do have hair on their heads.
Yes.
The other thing was this desperation to go, could it be half chimp? No. It's a chimp that superficially looks less like a chimp than other chimps. So Lee Evans looks a bit like a chimp. Is he half chimp, half human?
Yeah.
No, he's a human who looks a bit like a chimp. That's libelous.
Yeah.
That's a bit insulting,
Evans
isn't
could
it?
have you
Should we
there.
just play some music
Yeah,
now?
I'm really sorry about that.
I'll get back to you on that.
TikTok, that's Coldplay and Clocks on XFM 104.9. with today's Steve-
Can I tell you a Coldplay coming in a couple of weeks' time to co-host Zoe Ball's show?
Right, one, don't ever interrupt me. Two, don't tell them about other people's shows.
No.
Okay, moving on, thank
Please do not mention that there are any other television celebrities on
Yeah.
this channel, on this
Yeah.
station. We don't want to convince people it's only Ricky.
But the interruption was the main thing.
Sorry.
Well, we can't get hold of Carl, right? We looked, it's got his old number out there.
His home number?
Yeah, it's a hold on. Right. So, we went to the new records. He hasn't even given him this new home number. So something's funny going on. He doesn't want to be contacted. He hasn't given me his home number. I've tracked down a friend who's looking at it for us. That phone might ring any moment. I apologise for that. But why is Carl not available?
It's interesting that neither you or I, and I like to think of ourselves as being fairly close friends of Carl.
Yeah.
We have made him the man he is today. We cannot get in touch with him.
In
We
the
cannot
same way,
contact him.
same way that bloke bought Oliver.
Sure.
I think that Carl is now ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, exactly. I think very much that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl is very much like a humanzi.
If
in
we
many
look,
ways.
we're going to lose contact with him and find him 5 years in a circus in Manchester.
Exactly, they're doing experiments on him.
Yeah, they go.
We can't figure him out.
Yeah. Well, there's something wrong with
He
his
looks like a
chromosomes.
human,
He,
but-
he acts like because usually humans stand upright.
Yeah.
And Carl likes to walk on all fours whenever he can.
Yeah.
It's
He's not interested in other human women, he's only interested in apes.
Yeah. It
Doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. And he's bald.
He is bold.
Oh look, there's as much evidence
And-
for Carl being a humanzi as Oliver.
Yeah.
I think there's more. And
Well, Carl barely walks upright.
I know.
Scared of fire.
Yeah, I know. It is interesting, isn't it? Oliver was built, wasn't he?
Yeah. Big ball.
I don't know.
It was
Why were you looking, Rick? I'm interested that I couldn't. What your eyes were kind of uncontrollably drawn
Steve, they were
towards
just
his.
there.
No, I didn't say anything. I was just looking at his face.
No,
Sorry, Rick, but if there's something you want to get off your chest.
yeah, and that was the human part of it then, was it? Being built like that? Because
Yeah.
that's humans, but...
Yeah.
Although Carl's is very tiny and hidden behind. And I've noticed something else as well. He's got a big red arse,
That's true.
hasn't he?
Yeah. It's all beginning to slot into place.
And I've seen him climb up a cabinet and eat a banana as well. Just over lunchtime.
And peel it with his toes.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to track him down because he's malingering. He's definitely malingering.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's at home now in the garden swinging on his tyre. He's not ill.
I think more truthfully, someone said to me that I said Carl might be ill. They said, right, are you not going to do the radio show then?
Well, that's what annoys me.
I mean, that's the biggest problem is that,
Yeah.
let's be honest, we haven't got anything without Carl.
All we've got is the hook. People are staying listening because eventually they think we might get through to him at home.
Yeah.
And there'll be fun on this show to be had.
If we don't get in touch with Carl, I think we may as well just shoot off and leave Claire to do the show.
I've
on her
got some
own.
great music. Is that not
Well,
is that-
it's a small.
You could
small,
leave the music with
conversation.
me. I could just play
There's not
it.
many
That
reasons
is true,
for
isn't it?
us to be here.
Okay, well, play some great music
Yeah,
now,
play a
Steve.
great tune.
Okay, wedding present, Steve.
Yeah, I'll explain what it is afterwards. Just play it. It's a joy.
There's a monkey theme.
There is a monkey theme.
monkey connection. Call in if you know the answer. Clocks from the Coldplay on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and back, Karl Pilkington.
Hey.
He's raring to go. It's nice when you have a bit of time off, isn't it?
Yeah, how long have you had off now
About
then,
3
Carl?
weeks.
About
About
3
3
weeks, is it?
weeks, yeah. We can't do that because we're sort of self-employed. We'd be letting people down, but it's different when you get paid anyway, whether you turn up or not. But good to have
I'm
you back. Good to
never,
have
never off ill.
No,
That's the
good-
first time I've
No,
ever been off ill. Like,
Well, no, I mean, just you're off 2 weeks and then you're off
No, I just wish I was the kind of person who could let down an audience of regular
really,
listeners.
Yeah, but like I say,
Well, no, we spoke to you. You weren't that bad. A cold, you don't go home for a cold. We were discussing this last night in the pub, and you don't go home for a cold. Okay, so moving on. What have we got then? We got some great
cold,
songs.
though.
I've brought in the Smiths. I've brought in Buzz Cox. I've brought in Neil Young. I know Steve's got some hip hop.
Some great hip hop.
I've got some great Elvis Costello. It's going to be great. Carl, come on, concentrate. You've been away for 3 weeks.
just annoys. No, stop saying that.
What?
You're annoying me now.
Why? Oh,
that
what are you do? Go home ill? Oh, he's annoyed me. Oh, has he? Yeah, I got a bit of headache. I'm a little bit annoyed. Can I have some time off but still get paid? Yes, of course you can,
Steve,
Carl.
right? He called me up, winding me up about this, and right, I'm 30, right? I'm 30 now. I can only remember being off 2 times.
Oh, his memory's going as well. You have some time off.
And both of them were when I was at school.
School? What's school?
One when it was windy.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
But to be honest, Carl, that lasted for 7 years. Your time off at school.
Wait. Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
Were you windy, or was it windy outside?
No, it was like when
Your auntie wasn't out the window, was she?
when the winds were bad in the 70s, and my mum said, "Oh,
Whoa. What? I remember space operas and flares. I don't remember the winds being bad in the 70s.
well, my mum just said you might get blown into the road, so don't." Go.
She had so much faith in you, didn't she? As a human being.
Is that why she got fired from the pie shop? I'm not coming in today, I might get blown into the road.
God.
The funny thing it was, right, Steve, they had this thing going at school, because a lot of people used to wag it back then.
Used to what?
Wag it, sort of not go in.
Yeah.
Right.
And they sort of tried to make it interesting for you by giving you
An education.
a certificate if you did a full week.
Reward for the rest of your life with achievement. That sort of carrot.
And also, like, let you go home at 3 o'clock on a Friday.
Right.
If you'd done a full week and that.
Yeah.
So it was lovely weather all week. Then it just sort of changed on a Friday. And I got up and it was all windy.
It's
My
always
mum
windy
said,
for Friday on 7, isn't it?
don't, if you don't go in, because, you might get blown into the road and that. So I said, all right, then I'll stay off. And
So why did you told you to hold on to a fence or walk you there? What's this? Don't go out.
Immediately give up.
I love this getting blown into the road. Is that based on your cats that kept getting blown into the road?
Well, so I got to school on the Monday, right? And the teacher said,
Took you a
right,
long time.
today, to punish you, you're the only one who wrecked the whole week, right? Everyone else came in. You didn't. So everyone else is going home at 3 o'clock today. But you're not.
Brilliant. Serves you right. And
I wasn't bothered though. It was great because I said, well, you'll have to stay with me, won't you? And it was great. So all I did for half an hour was doodle and stuff. It was great that afternoon.
yeah.
And that was ages ago. That was like when I was about 8. And that's one of the times I was off ill.
Yeah.
So it was,
But that wasn't even ill, that was wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit different when you.
To be honest with you,
well, though, Carl, you can't just not turn up because you got a bit of a cold or you're a bit fed up. I mean, we had an appointment 4 o'clock Thursday, wasn't it? And he had to call it because I cancelled it. Meeting went on a bit late. Time management. Get things done. If it was important, you'd get it done. Play a record, Carl.
Pull your finger out, please.
Oh, that's them Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they can't stop. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. You're listening to XFM 104.9. Coming through today, it's noisy again out there.
It's a nightmare.
A lot of people marching up and down.
What's that about?
Well, from what I can work out, there's hundreds of them, millions of them, and they're all shouting really loudly. What do we want? Peace. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Peace. I want to go, shush.
Yeah.
We all want a bit of peace on a Saturday.
Yes.
Keep it down.
Please, I can barely hear myself think.
I know. And he's not listening. Tony's not listening. He can't hear you from there.
You may as well give up. He's not listening. There was 1 million of you last time. It didn't do anything.
Hey, but Steve, there's no attitude. You know what? I couldn't find Boy George's War is Stupid, so here's a bit of Dylan. Bob Dylan. The times, they are a-changing.
The thing is, Rick, it makes me wonder if the times, are they changing? I mean, it seems to me that life's pretty much the same as it was way back in the 60s when Bob Dylan wrote that song.
Got any idea what you're talking about?
No idea whatsoever,
You
Rick.
don't really know about politics, do you?
Know anything about it. Don't even read the papers. Got no interest, really.
Yeah.
Not particularly. Informed my life's cushy. Got won some awards and stuff. Doesn't bother me. So,
On a serious note, though, it is a bit worrying. I want somebody to put my... Do I have to get gas masks or something?
No, because there are guys out there in Leicester Square today wearing novelty hats. If they don't sort this war out, then no one can.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about it.
You would worry about it.
I would worry about it.
Well, you. maybe Steve.
Why?
Sort of people who are successful are worrying about it more than other people. Just because, they've got more to lose, haven't they?
Right.
No, do you know what I mean? You see, like, Bruce Willis on the telly saying, oh, it's not good, is it? And it's because he's got a big house and loads of cars. If you live, you know, on a council estate, it's like, well, if it gets bombed, probably doing us all a favour, we'll get nice new blocks of flats to live in and that. It happened with Manchester, with the bomb that happened, and they bombed the Arndale Centre. Did us a favour. Got a nice new Marks and Spencers and that.
So this puts a whole new twist to the argument when people say bombing the world's poorest countries is wrong. Because I remember when the Afghan problem was on, people were saying bombing the world's poorest country is wrong, but it's like home improvement, according to you, then.
Yeah. Because they've got a brand new B&Q, have they, over there? They're popping down there every Sunday.
Anyway, let's not go on about it.
Yeah.
Well, think what you're saying.
Yeah, I know.
My family was killed, but look, a carpet warehouse.
Yeah.
Do you know, I think, you know, people don't want to hear about this today from us. They want to hear, you know, the new features, the songs of phrase.
What song's a phrase?
It's the feature we started last week, where we take clips of songs, we make up a phrase from the show.
I mean, a famous phrase, last week's world famous phrase was, there's this airy Chinese kid, you'll remember.
Yes.
Well, it was called Crosswords last week, but Phil emailed in a good suggestion. He said call it Songs of Phrase.
Brilliant. Songs of phrase. Songs of phrase, but perfect.
So
are we still going with Cheapest Chimps?
We're persevering with that, aren't we?
Got some Cheapest Chimps lined up. We'll be doing that before 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Great.
Again, who else can say that?
So good. So for the next 2 hours, everyone should just bury their head in the sand, ignore the world's problems, and enjoy features such as Cheapest Chimps and songs of phrase.
And a bit of Shearing Braves.
Oh, class.
Placebo, the bitter end on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me is both Stephen Merchant and Karl, the K-Man, Pilkington.
Oh.
So you've already got that. That's safe. It's only 4 minutes past. You've had Placebo and you've got us three. So
you're definitely going home with that.
Yeah,
whatever
that's
happens.
safe. That's on its way to the hospice.
Exactly. You've banked that.
Yeah. Now, do you want to gamble all that to go on and listen for another 2 hours? Well, you could walk away now and you're up.
Yeah, you're up. You're already up.
Right, that's brilliant.
You have not wasted any time.
Do you want to gamble that against another 2 hours? It might be shoddy, it might go downhill, but it might get even better, Karl. What do you say they do? Listen for another 2 hours?
Yeah.
See, we shouldn't have done that.
We shouldn't have asked Karl, because a lot of them now are already taking what they've got. And what they've got is great, Rick. What they've got is lovely.
Yeah.
They're loving that. They're going to enjoy that.
We have got monkey news. We've got Cheapest Chimps. That's not the same thing. How many radio stations have got two ape-related simian features?
Rick, can I point out now, a lot of people are making that mistake. A lot of people are thinking that monkey news is exactly the same as Cheapest Chimps.
It's not.
Let's keep that clear.
It's not. It's in the same ballpark, but it's not the same.
There are apes. They're involved.
They're involved. Yeah. We've also got some great music. Yeah. We've got an amusing sketch about a fly.
Oh, he's looking forward to that.
Oh, and Mystique are dropping in.
Let's hope the Mystique ladies are coming in. Singing their
I want to kick off with a song that is, you know, you've got like half a dozen posing songs that when you're sort of like between 40 and 18, they were the ones you'd put on to get ready to go out or just pose around or be that pop star or think you're on stage or whatever or in the video. Yeah. And embarrassingly, I dug this out and I remembered I used to post this like a mother when I was about 14, right? This is Street Life by Roxy Music. You used to do...
Mine was Oops Upside Your Head.
Yeah.
It was just me on the floor in my bedroom. One day I thought there'll be other people in this imaginary boat.
yeah. Elbows going everywhere, knocking over vases.
Yeah. But then I remember later it was Black Lace's Superman, which is something similar. Do you remember that? That was brilliant.
Wow.
Spray, ski, da-ding, da-ding.
If you've out there in Radioland got any funny jokes, then call in.
Email them in, because we need some.
Oh. Hickory dickory dock, some lads there just wrote a song called Clocks. The lads are Coldplay.
And the song is
Clocks. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, pressing the little buttons there. XFM 104.9. What's that little Well,
I think I do more than press the buttons.
Right, see, this is it, right? Karl has had a little strop on since last night, okay? And
He's had a little strop on?
Yeah.
You said strop on. I just wanted to clarify.
And
I don't know why. He says that I'm an annoying person. He says that I wound him up, right? Which I don't know. He says that you're winding up because you're sort of like negative about
I'm
everything.
negative?
Yeah. And, but what I think it is because we pointed out that his lateness is unacceptable.
Yeah.
He said, meet you at 6. He turned up at 20 past. He said, well, someone stopped me in the corridor. I don't care.
I've got stuff to do.
We had stuff to do. I think we're a bit busier than you, Carl. You've got one job. We've got loads of jobs. I keep telling you that. Yeah. You've got one job in a little room, a 9 to 5 there, that you don't even get done in 9 to 5. That's why you're late and mucking around all the time.
There's loads of work to do.
Yeah, one job.
No, it's not. It's one job with a lot of other jobs in it. It's like those little Russian dolls you get. Right?
Well, it's not, is it?
Go. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks, oh, he only sits in his studio messing about, making songs a phrase. That's what I do in my free time. Which we've got coming up later.
Super slick. I still think 20 minutes late is an outrage, though.
Yeah, 20 minutes late is...
Yeah, but I didn't say bang on 6. I said around 6.
No, you didn't. You said 6, which means 6.
Well, it doesn't.
Wait, sorry, it doesn't?
If it was a newsreader, I'd say, yeah, you've got to be on time. Do you know what I mean? If it was a 6 o'clock news, I wouldn't want to be late. But it's the fact that I said to you, I'm busy, I've got stuff to do.
No, you didn't say that. You said 6 o'clock to sort out tomorrow's show.
I didn't. I know what I said. So
yeah, well,
you don't, because I remember you sent me a text. You didn't even. It wasn't even a phone call. You didn't even have the politeness to call.
Stephen has stitched him up by being a little bit more precise than him.
It was a text, and it said, "See you around 6 tomorrow?" Question mark.
Around. You just said it.
Well, yeah, but 6. That doesn't count. That doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah, no, he does.
What? So all right,
you told me he said 6.
Well, he did. I'm paraphrasing. 6 o'clock, Rick. To me, even if it was around 6 o'clock, that would be 5 to 6 or 5 past 6. It would not be 20 minutes after the event, because that is late.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even. You've got nothing. You see, you haven't even got an excuse.
Yeah, but then I turned up, right, and I said, right, well, let's not argue about this. Let's come up with some good new features, because we've been in Cheap as Chimps. That's gone today.
Good news.
He never liked Cheap as Chimps, Carl, did he?
Right, he never liked it. Do you know what? Do you know who's took it further? Donald McIntyre.
What?
He's doing a programme, Cheap as Chimps.
No, he's not doing
the channel. Well, we'll see. Again, I'll prove you right. Again,
he's not doing a programme, Cheap as Chimps, is he? He's not. What do you mean?
He's doing. I saw a trail on Channel 5, and it was saying, you know,
is it 5 or is it about 20 past 5?
He's doing this. He's done that. You know, now see him on Channel 5 because he's moved to Channel 5.
Right.
He's saying first big problem, chimps. You know, they're deer and that. And
no, they're not deer. He's getting confused.
No, 50 odd grand for a chimp, and it's saying, you know, he'll look into how much you can get gorilla for.
What are in the name of God are you talking about?
We'll talk about that later.
But I don't know.
I'm just saying that's another idea.
And then so go on. You got off. This is why you never get stuff done, and you're late. You got off the point. You were talking about arriving late.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying to you now. I turned up late, so I said, right, well, let's not argue.
Yeah.
I said, let's do some stuff.
Yeah.
You weren't having any of it. I think at one point you were trying to be sick on my leg.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Why? Just for fun?
Yeah.
All right.
That's when I started getting annoyed.
He was very annoyed last night.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see where that could be annoying, but you just got to think, hey, look, so what? It's, you know.
Well.
I think you rub each other up the wrong way.
Yeah.
No, that's the problem.
Well, no more Cheap as Chimps today. And nothing to replace it because we didn't have a chat. Songs of phrase, we're doing that. You can win some stuff.
Yeah, we've got the film that we haven't done for the last 2 weeks.
The final film, we won't be doing that.
Let him down. There's 2 weeks. So you're 2 weeks late on that.
Yeah, can I just ask, guys, is there going to be some great music?
Yeah. Well,
what about something from the Only Ones?
Yeah. Planet.
Brilliant.
Placebo, The Bitter End. That's the first single to be lifted from their forthcoming album, Sleeping with Ghosts, which you can hear in full on the XFM online listening posts. I'm Ricky, you cheeky little devil, Gervais. With me, Steve. All right, ladies, what can I get you to drink? What, you think I'm made of money? I meant half a mile or something, merchant. And Carl, oh, I'm stressed. If it's too hard, I don't want to do it. Pilkington.
Indeed. Oh, well, it's nice to be back, Rick. Rick, I heard a rumour that you weren't going to be playing great music today. I'm assuming that's wrong.
It is wrong. This is what I mean about the grapevine and just Chinese whispers. I'm not having it. There's some great music coming up.
Right. I also heard that there was going to be some boring chat. Sorry, is that...
Well, I want names.
I mean, I don't want to name
and
names,
addresses.
but that's the gossip I heard.
It's totally wrong.
I heard it was going to be inane, ill thought out, often stupid.
No, Carl's not going to talk so much this week. We're going to try and sort of bring it back to real radio. So that's an absolute lie.
Yeah. Great. Good.
All right, Carl, had a good week?
Yeah, not bad.
Have you? Going on holiday now, aren't you?
Well, I will be doing later. Tell you about that later on.
What?
There's a hook.
Can I just check? Because there are rules in place, aren't there?
Yeah.
There was a big bust up in the week.
I'm only allowed to wind him up. I'm not allowed to wind him up socially now. I'm not allowed to. What am I not allowed to do socially?
I think squeezing the head socially has been crossed off.
Right. Okay. And I agreed to that because it got to a head where Carl was really upset and he was thinking of just giving it all in, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was that?
Because you were just winding me up too much.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to bring it all up again?
I don't mind. What was I doing?
It was just...
I mean, I should say now that there was a conversation where we were all sort of really walking on eggshells. It was frosty. It was a conference call, and Carl was on one end. And I'll tell you, I was very much a mediator. I was very much a UN mediator.
What do you think of that?
It was difficult to sort of keep it serious when I'm saying stuff like, "I'm sick of you putting a Burger King bag on my head." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's like, I can't believe we're doing this.
What I like about it is that I'm laughing and going, well, I won't do that anymore. And he's going, you can still do it on air. And like today, I came in, I went to squeeze Eddie, went at 1 o'clock. I love those rules. Yeah. I love those rules.
Well, between the hours of 1 and 3 on a Saturday, you can squeeze his head, you can put a Burger King back on his...
I can't wait. It's terrible. Oh,
but
dear.
That all started last week as well, really, because I got in a bit earlier to do an edit for you on some track that had swearing in it, right? Yeah. So I get in early, he comes in, first thing he does is go to sort of squeeze me head. And my reaction was, not now, do it later. As if it's all right to do it later. Yeah. So that's kind of what made me think this isn't normal.
We should just point out, when we say squeezing your head, what exactly does that mean?
I put my hand on the front. I do 2 experiments, right? Yeah. One is the side, because you can crush an egg sideways, so I think that's more dangerous. Right. And I actually put my elbows out, and I pressed like a vice, and I really go for it until it really hurts. And the front one it shouldn't hurt so much, if my experiment's right. I don't know.
Well, it was all this that sort of, built up.
Sure. And the research that you're doing there, Rick, is that going to be available online at some point?
Well, that was the problem. That's what I was saying to him, because it kind of started last week.
Well, it's been going on since we've known you.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, but
I just upped it last week.
It got out of hand a bit.
I upped it to when I think it got to ahead on Thursday when I filmed it.
That was it, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I brought in a cameraman to film me torturing him. And there was some people from the 6th floor being shown round.
Yeah, some management and that, showing probably clients round. Sort of, they've probably been on all the different floors, same what all the different radio stations do.
Fox.
This is XFM, the sort of this sort of noise going on.
Yeah.
You see them all look down and saying, don't do that, right?
Sure.
They might want to spend a load of money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's doing that, he's wrestling with me, he's filming it. So that's when I just thought,
It's mad, isn't it?
And then when we were having the argument on the phone, I was saying, has this been some sort of experiment?
Yeah.
He did. He said that, and of course I lost it.
Yeah,
but it's all good now.
Do you want to squeeze his head before we play the next record?
I won't at the moment because we've got to get on. It's not right, and that annoyed me as well because I was trying to find out where he was going. I was filming him. I was going. I'm waiting for Carl. Told Johnny he's meeting a mate at 6, which annoys me on 2 counts. And I'm just doing it to the camera. So I'm gonna follow him and just turn up and go. All right, where you been? But then when I came in, he went, I'm meeting a mate, and he told me where it was. So I told him that spoils my fun.
Of course. Because you'd want to just track him down.
I don't want him to like it.
Yeah.
Which is pulled the rug under my carpet now that he's going to let me do. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's a little bit annoying.
It's that thing though, you see. This happened years ago to me, right? When, you get pally with someone and then you wind each other up and then there comes a time when you just go over the line.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
Well, it was this lad called Anthony, right? He was my mate.
Yeah.
And we used to sort of always have a little fight in the toilet and that.
Sure.
Right? Punch each other.
No, I want to wipe it.
And the punches, used to get harder and stuff. And then, so he hit me harder. Turned out into a proper fight.
Yeah.
I chipped his tooth on the sink. Right?
Right.
This happened at school, and it was time for assembly. And I thought, and he's in the toilet crying. I thought, go to assembly. There's police in there. in the assembly that day telling people about unnecessary violence.
And you thought they were there for you?
So I'm like, oh no, Anthony's going to come in a minute, like crying with all blood coming from his mouth. I'm going to get arrested.
Yeah. Did you go running and sleep?
That was an example of...
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of happened because I went out with a girl who he fancied.
How old are we now?
About 8 or 9.
I think that's out of order, going out with a mate's girl.
Yeah, but she didn't like him. He had like big ears and that. He had no chance.
You're
so why
such a
should I?
dick.
No, but do you know what I mean? All right, I haven't got the looks like I used to.
Sure, when you were 8.
But that's before the stress of, having head squoes and that sort of thing. I have aged a lot.
Having your head squeezed.
I love your own grammar. I know,
That's the past tense, is it? Squeeze or to have squeezed.
Oh, he did squoze his head.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
what about a bit of Bowie?
Bowie?
Be my wife. Carl, I'm asking you.
I think we can squeeze that in.
Be my wife, Carl, come on.